Hello everyone, it's myself Ramzan Ali. So today we are going to create our first Android application. So if you didn't subscribe my YouTube channel, subscribe the YouTube channel and press bell icon. So you will get update. You will be updated for upcoming lectures, upcoming videos, and upcoming related to new technologies videos and more information. So let's start from the creating our first Android application. Yes. So the first thing is that you have to today create the greeting preview. That is, if you look at that screen, we have to make at the end like this. We have to rename the name and we have to put the background color as well as. So what things that we have to do step by step, we will go through. So today our project is just simple. So we will go further big projects, but from the beginning, let's start from simple project. Okay. So if you go to the your Android Studio for create your application, just run your Android Studio. So this is the icon latest in your if when you download this software. So click on it, and after there is screen will be appear like this. So when this screen will be appear, if you are creating new project first time after downloading the Android Studio, such kind of screen will be appear. As I mentioned in previous lesson that after installation of Android Studio, you have to also download the SDK manager and you have to choose some application for supporting your application which you are going to create. So if you didn't see such kind of interface, don't worry. There is also easy. I will guide you when I will open my own Android Studio. So after that, you have to select empathy activity. We will start from empathy activity, then we will do another projects, other activities. So because it's our beginning, it's a first our application, and we will learn a lot of things related to empathy activity, and then we will go through next. So you have to when you open Android Studio and when you select empathy activity, so there is you have to write the name of your project. That is, we are going to name our project that is greeting card. So you have to write. When I will show you, you will be easily you can understand how you have to do practice step by step by watching this video. So then there is also screen. Then I will show you in the Android Studio that is package name. You have to leave because by default when you create it will be appear with .com example dot greeting card. So leave and the save the field. Uh, so this is the location actually where the all files related to your project are saved. So you have to careful about. You can also take a note of where the that is on your computer and so that you can find your files in future if you want to work on this project. Yes. So I will show you the yes this appear that I talked with you. So before you have to select API 24 at least Android 7.0. So from the menu, as I mentioned that if you minimum the SDK field, so that indicate the minimum version of Android that your app can run on. So when you will create your project, this screen will be appear. if you look at that on slide. So just you need to rename the project name, that is greeting card, and then there is second package name. Look, this is by default when you will create, that will be appear, no need to change. So if you want to change the location of your project, you can also change it, but don't change package name. And you can save other drive for further if you want to. But when you are building, you can choose the language as well, as we uh, talk about in the previous lesson, that we are going to learn about Kotlin and we will build application by using Kotlin. So then you have to finish. I will also do step by step. After that, there is screen will be appear. It will take some time. Don't worry. You have to stay with patient. So don't worry. It's take time because it's a heavy software. So it's usually take time. But if you have good RAM, like 32 GB or more than 16 GB, then immediately after some seconds, screen will be appear in front of you. So there is a other option that you can click on the design. There is three icon. Is I clearly take the screenshot, or I mentioned that there is, if you click on it, scroll your mouse, there is split. You can split, and then after splitting, you will, the screen, new screen will be appear in your Android Studio. So one section, there is your files, your all resource files or other main activity code or other things that is appear in all files. And then there is a middle screen, that is your code, where you have to run your write your code. And then there is third screen that will be appear for output of your uh, the design of your application. So look, as I mentioned that the three screens will be appear in front of your Android Studio screen. So when you click on it, the split, if you face some problems, this page will be appear. Just build and refresh, and automatically your output will be appear on your Android Studio. So uh, after click on build and refresh, your output will be appear as I mentioned in the screen. So if you want to find your project, so you can find, you can click on, as I mentioned, there is first part, that there is application where your application build. If you want to run a your previous project, you can just simply click on previous project, and automatically there is previous project will be appear in your screen. So next is update the text. So let's do it step by step on the Android Studio. Let me share the screen of Android Studio, and then we will do it step by step. Next steps, that how we can create your our own Android application. So let me share the screen of Android Studio. Look, so simply what you have to do when you are going to create a new project, click here and new project. And as I mentioned, choose the empathy activity, and next. And then you have to rename your project name. Our first project name is greeting card. Yes. And simple, you have to finish. So this window, after some time, don't worry, the window will be appear. So if such kind of notification, just automatically you have to give them instruction to update some downloading some that away. So this is it takes such some time. So keep patient. Don't worry, everything will be okay. So some of them, some of maybe some of students recently they have some problem when we did this project at class. So they are suffering with to see the output of our project. So you have to careful. There is middle. If you look at that, there is appear app and there is loading device. Which device you want to uh, see your output. So now I already created. That's why if you are first, click on it and you have to select any device and you can create new one and you can run your, you can see your output of your application that you are going to create. So there is also, you have to select the app in the setting. You can, if there is something happening, edit and configuration, and you can choose the application, and then everything will be okay with you, and just click on it to run. So it will take some time. So this is the by default when we create a project. So Illuminator will be appear at that screen. Look, that was the simple project. That was the hello project, hello Android. So let update the text, and my name is Android. Hi, my name is Android. We will change hello, my name is Android. Look, we will edit. So there is name. Okay. Hi, my name name is Android, and there is mm, hello, my name is Android. So look, when I write by default, like if you look at that, I run and it's appear the text has been updated. So if you are running, if you are making, and it will be appear, and and or oh, Android. Look, so I rechange again. So you have to wait for some minutes. So look, your output is appear because it's same and I didn't change from upper. That is I mentioned. Okay. Okay. So when you are using Android Studio, there is also some suggestions. If you have some mistake, there is appear will be red colors, and expected error will be appear this screen. You can remove your errors that you have. So that is the text update, and we have to know, we have to um, in the, if you look at that into uh, the greeting function. Where is greeting function? That is greeting card theme. And now if uh, we want to create a greeting function, is a uh, composable, and you have to write for each code that is written composable, and then the greeting function that is mentioned before, that is composable, you have to write for each call function that you want to call, you have must need to write at the rest composable. So Let's go to the slides and then we will come back again and we will do next task that we have to do. Okay. So we were here to composable update the text. So next is that is I told you about you have to write the composable, and then if you look next slide, there is clear about that function greeting, that is the first circle is mentioned, and then there is you can add the composable uh, notation before the function, and then there is name at the rate there is second function name that is capitalized, and then third, that is function, that is very important point, cannot retain anything. So let's go to the next slide. So for the mm, update the greeting function into introduce yourself by saying hello. So you can simply type this code fun greeting, and then text is equal to hi, my name is, you can write your name. As you remember, if we had some Kotlin practice, that is if we write at dollar sign, so by default your string will be reset. So if you look at that in the slide, that is mentioned text is equal to hi, my name is dollar sign, and name is mentioned. So whatever you write your name, automatically your string will be reset. So the next is that I also show you on the project that we edit the text. So we already changed, but it's introduce you as Android, which is probably not your name. Like next, you will personalize it to introduce you with your name, and you have to do practice at yourself. And the important thing is that is you change the look. I will show you the screen. That is, if you change the text, but you didn't introduce you as Android, which is probably not your name. So next you will personalize it to introduce you with your name. So the greeting preview function is cool feature that lets you see what your composable looks like without having to build your entire app. So to enable a preview of a composable animate annotate with composable and preview, the preview annotation tells Android Studio that this composable should be show in the design view of the file. So if you see, as we also called, we have to call like show background. We have to add the color, background of color. So we have to put there true and false. That is Boolean function in Kotlin. That is, for example, if there is a um, some application that is like unlike saved or some location of any map saved unsaved, so there is also boolean function has been used like true and false. So next is that is we did we rename, and by only seeing text, just you have to greeting, and then there is string of editing the text, you just need to edit. So for next is change the background color. For example, you want to change the background of your color. So you have to, after text, just enter and then text is equal to, and there is, if you click at that right click, so there is a option that is surround with, if you look at that, there is also blue circle with that line. So you have to click on it and you have to select uh, next one, that is surround with container. So you have to choose this one, and by default after that this code will be appear with you. So you can also you will learn next about box layout, how to add box and how we can appear. So this is also code for if you want to add the box, you can add, but no need, just delete it from when you are going to practice on Android Studio. So next is delete. You can delete the box types surface open close bracket. So your box will be delete. Okay. So you have to import some, if you, I will show you Android Studio that by default there is all automatically import all important important things that we have to use. We have to add some colors, change color, and other important that is by default in Android Studio will be uh, imported, like import. So if you have to verify if there is such import are missing, so you have to import these as well as, then you type color, you will be notice what color would you like, red, gray, black. So Android Studio will by default, because there is some uh, some variables that is restored by these functions. So there is a list of the statement of bottom. If you look at, there is list of imports. So you have to import these all imports. So if you can verify if some such kind of problem, color is not appear or something error, you have to look at it. So then there is optimize. You can also optimize by default by clicking on code. Then there is option optimize import. So by default, your all import will be appear in your Android Studio. So this is the full list of import, and you can look ahead. And as I told you, when we write to change the background of color, so this, that is the function surface and open close bracket color is equal to color dot. When we will write dot, by default color will be appear. I will show you in Android Studio as well as. And then you have to write this code for change color, and then your output will be appear like this. We will also do it at Android Studio. So for add padding, so you have to type here at the surface, then text, then modifier is equal to modifier dot padding. The padding also there is import. You have to check if you didn't put, so there is, might be, you will get error. And then your color will be appear at your project background like this. So you can change color whatever you want on your first project, or making on your about your first project. So these are the important imports that you have to import before running this project. So let's do practice now, and I will show you the Android Studio. Let me share the screen of Android Studio. So look at that. Let me run this project. So look, there is mm, yes, it will take some time, but look, as I mentioned that the padding, this is the modifier latest I told you. So there is, if you want to change to 44, your background color will be increased. And so there is, we use that. I talk about import. Look, there is already all imports here. If someone is some imports are missing, you have to add by clicking any here, and you can write import or all. By imports, you have to check is it or not. If it is not, you have to optimize or you have to rewrite the. So there is color, that is I mentioned that you have to, let me change the color. Look, surface color you already import. So when you put color dot, the all colors will be appear like this. So you can change any color, for example, let green. So no, background color is green. So this is your first project, and now you have to do its practice on your computer. So next lesson we will more discuss about Kotlin programming, like related to variables, and then we will create another project. So you have to do practice each project in the beginning. This is the beginning of our building our Android application. So step by step, you will learn more, and I hope you will be an expert of Android developer. Best of luck. See you in next lecture. If you didn't subscribe my YouTube channel, subscribe it and press the bell icon. See you. Goodbye.